After 3 years, the iconic third-gen K-pop group GOT7 is making their long-awaited comeback on January 20th, 2025. Up until this point, I've only listened to a couple of GOT7 songs, and the only members I can name were Jackson and Bam Bam. I wanted to familiarize myself with their discography, so I listened to every... Disclaimer! Don't clip that. I will not be going into Times New Roman size 12 font double spaced college essay worth 12% of your grade detail for every single GOT7 song, EP, album, music video, compilation, just the ones I obviously have something to speak on, because I don't want this video to get too repetitive. However, I will be giving some bodies of work grades out of 5. I don't know how GOT7 stands are, i.e. I don't know if y'all are the fan base to like send death threats or tell me to go off myself because I don't like a certain song. But if you individually are that type of person, please click off this video. As someone who not only likes music, yeah, I'm different. I like music, but I want to become a producer. I am a rapper and a songwriter, someone who's incredibly interested in production. There's gonna be some stuff that I'm going to be critiquing. This video isn't just, oh my God, Jackson's voice is so sexy. However, I'm not a professional. So to all the professionals watching this video, comment down below if I don't have certain vocabulary or there's a word I'm thinking of or you disagree with me and you want to give your opinion. I can only obviously judge based off of my own opinions, and I'll be going into detail at some points over lyrics and songwriting, production. I'll be taking all of those into account with grading and just me talking in general. And honestly, I feel like I'm gonna go into this at the end of the video, but I feel like we all know that one of the reasons why GOT7 left JYP was because of the lack of creative control. So honestly, most of the time, and like my entire channel, I am not critiquing the idols themselves. I'm critiquing the staff, because I feel like we don't really truly understand how little control these K-pop idols have over their work at times. Okay, let's get started with Got It. So the first song I'm going to be talking about is I Like You, and I wrote down it is the rap version of Little Things by One Direction. I feel like every boy group has a Little Things type song, you know? Or What Makes You Beautiful type song. SHINee could do What Makes You Beautiful, but One Direction could never do Replay. I also wrote down, I didn't know this child Bam Bam was the rapper. It's giving Jungkook. I love Jin Young's voice. I'm gonna be saying that a lot through this entire video. He has such a specific like vocal tone, like him and Jimin and Jungho. And for this song specifically, it sounds like he's really pushing, especially at the end of each sentence that he's singing, and I really like it. Also, having JB right after him, I'm gonna say this a lot, but oh boy, do I love JB's voice. I feel like out of all of the vocals in GOT7, JB is my favorite. Their voices just complement each other so well, so it's really smart to have them whenever they do back-to-back, like Han and Changbin rapping back-to-back. It's so smart.
Let's break it down now.
Thank you, Jackson, for the warning. And even though Jackson did warn me, the beat change was still jarring. Okay, so I feel like throughout the entire song, there's just something that's like a little off-putting to me, because I feel like I should really like this song on paper, but it's the same problem that I had with Gum by Yeonjun. It's the high-pitched voice and the fact that it's literally looped throughout the entire song. JB with these runs, period. Okay. Next we have Follow Me. This song automatically reminded me of Wiggle Wiggle.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, these English lyrics. It's always Jackson. And you know what it's giving? It's giving Johnny from NCT. And me writing down, I'm preemptively saying that it's always Jackson, even though this is the 4th song out of years of music I'm about to listen to, because I just feel it in my bones that he's going to be getting these like really stupid English lyrics. I was correct. In terms of the lyrics, it's giving, this is Girls, Girls, Girls Cousin, which Girls, Girls, Girls is like top 5 of my, like top 5 favorite songs of mine by GOT7. Absolutely. Like that. Wow. How was your, basically, how was your debut song? Your like top 10 songs you've come out with your entire discography. That's crazy. When they go, oops. I'm sorry. When they go, oops.
내가 안 그랬어?
I cringe, but I know the girls were eating it up. I know the girls were like, that shit is about to be stuck in my head for a month. I really do resonate with songs like this where the lyrics are giving like very high self-concept. However, I'm not too fond on how it actually sounds. So far on paper, like I feel like I should be liking these songs because it's hip hop and rap, and hip hop is my favorite genre. But I just think that there are certain elements that they add to these songs that are experimental that I just don't like. It's not for me. But I do like that they are trying new things and it's not just a hip hop song or a hip hop instrumental that they like took from somebody else. I do like the melody, however. The melody kind of gives like a younger, more playful vibe to the song, which makes sense because you know they were literally like all children during time of recording. And once again, it does make the otherwise hip-hop beat stand out. One of the reasons why I do like GOT7 and why they stand out, because their older stuff seems to be super playful. I don't know what happened to K-pop in general where like we're not doing like there's not really like a sense of playfulness anymore, especially with groups that are so young. I feel like these labels are so quick to make them want to grow up and talk about body and have them wearing like really revealing outfits on stage when they're 14, 15, 16. Like, what happened to these cute little playful concepts? Like, let's act our age. One step, two step, girl, everybody want to make that noise. I can definitely hear the entire club yelling this on GOT7 K-pop club night. My favorite part in the song is when the instrumental changes when Mark starts rapping. Oh, look at that. Another vocal stem. Jackson's rap put it in the MoMA. I know if I was a fan of them at this time when this song came out, I would have absolutely ate this shit up. Like, of course we look back now and we're like, ugh, but it came out in 2014. So stand by me, girl, even though I'm a bad boy. It just makes so much sense. As it came out in 2014, I see the vision. I would call this a time sensitive serve. Like, it served at the time. It does not serve now, but it served at the time. And Jackson with these ad-libs is giving DJ Khaled. However, I've never liked or felt comforted by DJ Khaled's voice, so I guess it's not giving DJ Khaled. Flipping in K-pop is a dead art form. Remember, you know what it gives? It gives, if you're auditioning to be an actor in Disney Channel, you also need to learn how to sing and dance. Like, there was a time where if you can't do a backflip, you're not going to be a K-pop idol. Like, I don't know if we should bring that back. They already have enough on their plate. But like, when did we phase out flipping? Because like, niggas used to be flipping. I don't know what happened. The way for this performance, they literally did 5 different acrobatic moves and the song still didn't start yet. We're having fun, and once again, I feel like a key identity to younger GOT7 was a sense of playfulness that they had that once again isn't really common in a lot of groups. They're also breaking in the choreography. Like, what? Why was GOT7 able to do everything? Like, when Bangchan had to like cook and clean and do push-ups and deadlift and sing and dance in his audition, like, I feel like at this time, if you put GOT7 on a deserted island, they would somehow find their way off and send a distress signal to JYP. Like, oh, jump scare, he not singing about me. Like I said in my talking about second gen K-pop, the instrumental is very electro, techno, and I'm gonna say this a lot. But JB, when he layers his vocals, oh my God, angels get their wings. Once again, like, I just feel like sonically throughout this entire album, there is so much going on. Too much for me. Like, certain parts of the song I like the piano and like the techno type beat, but that's about it. And once again, now we're just changing to full on piano. Like, it's jarring for me to listen to. I like the ending though. I'm a sucker for harmonies. Put in a harmony, ooh, you got me. GOT7 EP, Got It. I love the title. I love that. Got It gets a 2.5 out of 5 for me. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. It's not for me. It's just not for me. I do like that the producers are trying different things, and it's already so clear that GOT7 has such a obvious identity, which is within the instrumentals and the lyrics of the songs. A lot of playfulness, high self-concept, and of course love songs, which makes them stand out. But like I said before, it's just there's too much going on. Once again, Girls, Girls, Girls is on this album. That 2.5 out of 5 does not apply to Girls, Girls, Girls. If this was just Girls, 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 this would get a 20 out of 10. I don't know how the members feel about Girls, Girls, Girls. For some reason, I just feel deep in my bones that Jackson hates that song so much. Got Love.
It's not working.
So I'm going to be talking about one song in full. The other song, A, I already know. I love A. They let Jackson sing a lot in this project, which is great. And as we get further into more projects in their discography, you're going to hear me say that a lot. I love Jackson's voice so much, and they don't let him sing. I'll talk about that too later. But if you're a rapper, you just rap and you do nothing else, even though you can sing. It's really stupid. Forever Young was giving mindless behavior. And something about this song sounds so specific to 2014. It just makes this song better and adds to the nostalgia. Like listening to GOT7 songs, especially the throwback ones, it's really giving nostalgia. Now you may be like, Indigo, well, duh. No. There are a lot of songs where you listen to, it came out in 2010, 2014, whatever, and it's timeless. Like, this is one of the things that I will be saying about earlier GOT7 songs. They are of their time, and I don't think in terms of sound it has aged well. I feel like there's some GOT7 songs where you have to be, well, going back, you have to be in the mood for it because it's very, very nostalgia, which isn't bad. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Next is Identify. This is one of my favorite GOT7 songs ever. Holy shit. My friend showed this to me before, like, I made this video. The vocal stem. That part is smart. I feel like since I've started writing music, yes, I listen to it for enjoyment, but like when I was wrestling, when I'd watch wrestling matches, I'm looking at it from a different point of view now. I've started to listen to songs more critically, especially K-pop songs. And something that I've noticed in like every single K-pop song that is a title track and blows up and does well, writers will write a Korean word in the chorus, repeated usually, that is easy to say, so non-Korean speakers can still sing the song. Something about the robotic, once again, effect is really good. Listen, like, I do love that time, the 2010s, early 2010s, where the music was just so like techno, Lady Gaga. I love that. Like, to me, that is nostalgic, and maybe it hasn't aged well. I don't fucking know, but I fucking love that shit so much. Like Electricity by 2 p.m. I can give you. There's like a West Coast whistle with a nice beat. I love the lyrics. I love lyrics when it's a love song and the man is worshiping the ground this woman walks on like she's a goddess. Like, absolutely. Just Tonight. So apparently Jackson said to not listen to his rap in this song. Jackson said, I want to know the taste, which is kind of wild for a 2014 GOT7 song when the rest of the song, like in terms of lyrics, was pretty chill. I love the trumpets at the end. I literally have a song called Trumpets. Love Train. GOT7. I'm pretty sure this was GOT7's second Japanese comeback. I will say I don't like this song whatsoever, and I'm not going to be talking about a lot of GOT7 Japanese comebacks because they sound, I don't want to say the same, but they sound similar because at the time that was what was trending for J-pop, and I don't like that sound at all. So if you're like, where are the Japanese comebacks? I don't want to sit here and be like, I don't like it. Like, I'm not saying anything besides one thing. However, this choreography is fucking insane. But once again, it's GOT7. So like, what do we expect? Like, from the start, it's so intense. Once again, flipping. Can we do a little two-step? Can we do a little heart beat? But no, even then they were stacked on top of each other. Bro, oh my God. I love OMG though. I love the beat. I love the lyrics. And for some reason, I can see someone doing the jerk so clearly to the song. Like, was the jerk in the choreography? They got Jackson doing the jerk just right. Baby. This was one of the albums that I was looking forward to a lot. So, Before the Full Moon Rises. The song is so smooth. The production sounds so smooth. I love it. I love the melody. I love the bridge. The vocals are blended so well. JB hit that note. JB be hitting them notes. Okay. The lyrics are cute, but I was progressively like, because reading the lyrics, I was getting a little scared of where we were headed and what the destination was going to be. But we just ended Before I Change into a Wolf. I don't really know what that means, but I'm still fucking with it. The way I went, oh no, when I read the full title out loud. So in Korean, it's the translation is my whole body is reacting. That's a scary title. I'm scared this is going to give War of Hormone by BTS. 17 seconds in. Okay, it's just love. 23 seconds in. Oh no. 39 seconds in. Oh, is this Candy? Like by NCT where it like suddenly switches. And then 44 seconds in. Oh, bitch, they tricked me. The singing and then Jackson coming in after for the rap works really well. The boom bap switch up I was fucking with. Okay. And bro, who is hitting these high notes? This shit is insane. Okay, next we have Nice. And as soon as I pressed play, I was fucking with it immediately. I love Mark's yeah. And this sounds so 2015 to me. You know when people are like, oh, this NCT song is so neo culture technology. Like it's so neo. This is so 2015. Not that neo. Jackson is such a hype man. That's the term I was looking for earlier. Not DJ Khaled, hype man. I feel like he'd be a great personal trainer for some reason. Mine. All I'm going to say is the girls were fed. That's not all I'm going to say. I'm going to say more. And once again, my 14-year-old ass would have been eating this shit up, bitch. Like, yes, Jackson Wang is particularly singing about me to me specifically and nobody else. Like he is singing I don't even want to say this. I wrote this down. I have to say this. He is singing a song about getting jealous and how I'm his. Sorry. Ew. Walk with me here. I'm about to rant. Okay. I looked up Jackson's age at the time of this song being recorded and he was 21. Thinking back to when I was 21, which is like, it was 2 years ago, but like I would absolutely cringe if I had to sing these lyrics. I would not want to. I want to think of a word other than cringe, but like you know what I mean. I would love to ask him how he feels or how he felt singing these really childish like lyrics meant for teenagers when he was 21, because there is a huge difference between 16 and 17 and 21 years old when the age range of one group is 15 to like 21. And this isn't specific to GOT7, this is all groups, but another group, BTS, like wasn't Jungkook 16 and Jin was 20 or something like that? But when you're marketing and you have such a big age range where the members are at such like drastically different points in their lives, and yes, 21 is a child, but 21 compared to 16 is like insane. Like your brain is genuinely still developing, and you have lyrics and topics like this, and you're coming at it from a viewpoint of a 16/17-year-old versus a 21-year-old, and you have a 21-year-old singing it. Like the discrepancy. And I feel like that there's a possibility that Jackson might have been feeling this way. Listen, Jackson, I don't want to put any words in your mouth. If you want to comment down below, let me know. But this reminds me of when Zayn left One Direction. And I'm pretty sure at the time he said one of the reasons why he left was because he was feeling trapped with the music that they were doing. And it wasn't really like mature enough in his opinion. And that does make sense because, you know, when he left, he was 22 and like, that's crazy because I was in middle school when he left. Like, bro, of course I was in middle school. So like when Zayn left, I was like, oh my God, I'm so upset. But like looking back now, like, oh no, I absolutely get it. Like you're singing to 14 and 15-year-olds and like not mature in terms of topic. Like when I say like singing in a more mature way, I'm not talking about like sex. I'm literally talking about when you're 14 and you're confessing your feelings to another 14-year-old, there's a different way you're going to say it versus when you're 22 or 23. Next, Back to Me. This is so fun and fresh and pop. Interesting lyrics alert. It's giving Johnny. Why do they always give? You speak English? Okay, cool. You get dumb lyrics. Love the bridge. I love a good bridge. Listen, speaking on NCT, something about NCT, they're gonna have a good fucking bridge. I love a good bridge. So I'm not saying much about Just Right because this video is about first listens, and GOT7 for a minute, like Just Right was the only song I knew by GOT7. But this is one of the most iconic K-pop songs of all time. The music video, like, why are we not? Where is the fun? Where is the fun in K-pop? Bring this shit back. Y'all bitches like, oh, where's the fun in K-pop? But when someone does something goofy, you're like, bitch, I thought you wanted fun. And okay, this is so specific, but when they did stages for Just Right and you have like the huge Legos and like a huge cereal bowl, a huge cereal bowl in a cereal box, I don't know if there are any behind the scenes content for the set designers on K-pop stages, but if there are, please send me those stuff. It's so interesting to me to see, like, we really don't talk about like the behind, like the staff, like the amount of work and time that goes into just preparing one stage is like actually insane. Claps to you, Baksu, clap, 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 clap. Like, once again, I know we just sometimes think of the stylist, hair and makeup, but there's like so many other people that are going into making everything look good. Just right. EP GOT7. GOT7. Out of a 5, this gets a 4.5. Period. The only song that wasn't for me was Mine, but I could see why people would like it. I think overall this entire album, the production was so smooth. Everything was just great. One of my favorite albums, period. Next we have Mad. Once again, if you do, I already know this song, so I'm not going to say much about it, but I love it. It's crazy how this song is just 1 year apart, technically like a couple months apart from everything else, yet it already feels like such a huge shift in a more mature direction sonically. The playful tone for this title track is gone, and the instrumental's more mellow. I love the synth. Oh my god, love a good synth, diva. Diva synth? Drag name synth? No. Well, actually, that sounds like a villain. Synth? Ooh, wait a second. Okay, for Good, I love the bass. It's a different sound for them, but it still has their identity of being playful, which I like, which is the point of K-pop. You take what's trending, but you still have the group's identity within the song. If you don't have the identity within the song, then I'm just gonna go listen to where the song came from, like the source material. These bangs, not the bang. Ho, ho. Once again, the production is very clean and smooth, which I like. The instrumental at the end and like the whistle sound was really cool. I have Jackson's Talking Works, Eyes On. Ooh, one of my favorite songs. Smooth, nice bass and percussions. It's a lot, but it meshes well instead of clashing. Now, I listen to NCT. I listen to Stray Kids. They do not have noise music. These little children saying and labeling things as noise music, when noise music is a genre that I can confidently say none of you have actually heard before, and it's a genre. It's not bad. They make music that is loud sometimes, not noise music. But as somebody who listens to NCT, Stray Kids, and ATEEZ, like, I like loud music. I like sometimes music where some of the sounds are experimental, but it meshes, it doesn't clash. I feel like it can be, you can quickly go from, ooh, it's meshing to, ooh, it's clashing. And the vocal runs are great. Mad seems like the first glimpse we're getting into GOT7's more mature sound. The melodies are a little lower. The production is smooth. Put Them Up is definitely a GOT7 sounding song, but because they seem to go in a more mature direction, the song seems like super out of place sonically for the album. I'm saying so many S's. This EP out of 5 for me gets a 3. Next, we have Flight Log Departure. GOT7 have such a distinct sound, a lot of fast tempo, electronic sounding music, hard bass and hi-hats. At this point, I feel like they really found their sound. Like, if you're going to listen to GOT7, you know what you're gonna get, especially in this era specifically. Begging on My Knees is great. It reminds me of Begging a little bit. It sounds a little different to what they usually have done up until this point. But like I said, they're still keeping their own sound and having their own identity, which is great. And I really, really, really value that in groups and love that. This album sounds like airy and playful, which this is the first album out of a 3-album series, Flight Log. And since this first one is Departure, when you are departing, going somewhere, taking off your flight, you are going into the clouds, and you are super excited, and you do see the clouds, and so like it does make sense that this album kind of has that feel. Next is Flight Log Turbulence. I don't know what K-pop's fixation is with EDM, but I don't like it. I don't like EDM. And this was the peak for it. I feel like most K-pop songs from 2015 up until 2020, bro, which was 5 years ago, oh my god, sounded like Chainsmokers or EDM, which I don't know if they're in the same category, but it was giving that. Which is why when I say I don't like hard carry, maybe you'll understand that it's just personal preference. Like, I'm also gonna say this too, like the way I'm grading stuff, I try to be really more fair and come from a less personal point, even though I just said I don't like hard carry because of personal preference. Just because I don't like a song doesn't mean it's bad. I just don't like it. Like, it's not for me. JB and Youngjae, right? Youngjae? Yeah. JB and Youngjae. The singing back and forth is great. I literally already said that, but once again, their voices sound similar and complement each other a lot. I already said that. Okay, songs I love from this project. I love Prove It, My Home, Who's That, If, Appa, Dreaming, and Let Me. Let Me sounds so smooth, dude. They did a performance of singing Appa, and I would really recommend it. They sound so good live. And since it's called Turbulence, I expected them to talk about like the hard parts in life and struggles. And there are more than a few songs in this album when they talk about hardships and love, like the one that you want, choosing somebody else over you, or like growing apart from your partner. Next is 7 for 7. Moon You sounds like such a classic GOT7 song, but once again, it's a more mature version, and that makes sense because we're growing, we're getting older, we're maturing. It's giving an early throwback 2000s song though. If I was a GOT7 stan during this comeback and I heard this, I would be very satisfied. Like, once again, they deliver and you just know what you're gonna get. Teenager. So apparently when my friend was showing me certain GOT7 songs before I did this, she was like, yeah, they have a song called Teenager. And I was like, Teenager? She was like, no, but it's like good. The string instruments. Wow. I love a good string instrument, and I love trumpets in my songs. Also, the heater's on. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with it. The string instruments make the song feel so much more grand. You are. So it's EDM, but it doesn't sound like the EDM that they've done before, which is hard to do, I feel like, because they've done so much EDM. It's a softer version of EDM. Maybe because of the vocals, they didn't want to completely cover them with like hard EDM, and like the beat drop isn't as harsh. So this is one of the EDM songs I like more. Remember You, this is giving early 2000s song in the music videos where a girl would be trying to mind her business, walk to the grocery store, and the guy's like walking down the street harassing her, singing to her like, please take me back even though you cheated on me 6 times. I love the piano and how soft the vocals are. I really like this song. To me, so I love the faster tempo and how the beat sounds uneven even though it's a 4 count for some reason. Somebody comment, am I correct? Okay. Face, this sounds like, oh my god, holy shit, so specifically a One Direction song, but off Take Me Home. If you know, you know. Out of 5, this project gets a 4 out of 5 for me. This is such a solid album. Every song is great and definitely shows their growth, stepping into a more mature sound while still keeping their identity. Okay, Eyes on You. One and Only You is such like a vibey song. I wish collabs with artists were more common, but you know, bitches are weird, so we can't get that anymore. GOT7's vocals and Hyolin's vocals mix so well together. To me, I think simple instrumentals suit GOT7 the best because it really gives them a chance to show off how amazing their vocals are. And everybody can sing in this fucking group. JYP just didn't let everybody sing. This is definitely one of my favorites by them. Okay, Hesitate, the guitar. It sounds so different for them, and it's really great. I like when we try new things. Like, I might not like what the new things sound like, but I will always give you credit if you try new things, especially in K-pop. The instrumental playing at the bridge is beautiful. Us. I love how Jackson's voice sounds. Oh my gosh, and Jackson got an English lyric that doesn't sound dumb. Kumbaya. I love Mark's voice when he raps, and the slower tempo for this song is great. Eyes on You is also a super solid project. I would definitely recommend this if somebody was like, I want to get into GOT7. Present You. Present. Aaron, Present. Lullaby sounds so 2018. It has a great bounce and like a nice uplifting melody. I like the bass guitar coming in at the first part of the chorus. And okay, let me talk about, sorry, I don't like this nigga, but I need to talk about him for this part. Charlie Puth. Okay, so there is definitely a correlation to when Charlie Puth's song Attention blew up and how long blew up and how much the K-pop industry took influence from that. Like, I feel like after 2017, yes, we were getting the EDM and Chainsmokers, but there have been a lot more K-pop songs with like a bass guitar and more simple instrumentals and the anti-drop and like a more funky feel, which I really love. You Make Me A. K-pop writers once again writing something that's gonna get stuck in your head. Another vocal stem for you. I think they changed the instrumental for this song like 4 times, I think, which is so cool and makes the song like way more interesting. Solo projects really quickly. So Sunrise by JB, I love the slow tempo, love the soft R&B. It's so pretty and sexy. He has become one of my favorite vocalists. I'm so excited to listen to his solo projects. Like, I heard one song by him and I love his voice so much. For Jin Young's song, the writing is beautiful. Yoongyum, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm so sorry. This is a sexy song. Oh, I love this song so much. The echoes, the layering, the harmonies, the melody. Ooh, I love this song. And another song I liked was Miracle. Spinning top between security and insecurity. So 1 Degree, the beginning sounds funky. I like it. Just starting off, the instrumental is super simple for GOT7. Like, I feel like as we've progressed through the discography, the instrumentals are becoming more simple. I feel like GOT7, the beginning parts of their career, it was like instrumentals with so much going on, and the latter part of their career, more simple instrumentals. I love Yoongyum's voice so much, and I love Jackson's like calm, almost whispering tone when he sings. Will You Look at Me, Shivering, Hold My Hand Please is one of the lyrics. I feel like if you've been a K-pop group for years, I don't think the songwriters that specifically write about love are good at making the songs grow with the idol. Like I said before about Jackson being 21 at the time of that song recording. Like I said before, when you have songwriters writing lyrics for idols that are 22 and trying to present them like a teenager, it does not mix well. I feel like a perfect example of not doing this is in Hyphen. Even though Bite Me at the time, Nicki was 17 and Nicki is still 18, and I think there's another 18-year-old in the group. I feel like they're very, very good at writing more mature type songs. Talking about The Only God Is You or some shit. What are we talking about, bro? Mature in, and I said this before, the way of writing, not the topics that we're talking about. I feel like when we hear love songs, we either hear one side over here of, oh my God, please marry me, or over here of like, I hate you so much, I'm giving up on love. Such strong feelings. We never really hear like a relationship slowly disintegrating or already having resentment for your partner but not wanting to like break up with them, not having the courage to do so. The title of 1 Degree is smart, and fast paced is smart. I like that, and we're not just like picking random words out of a hat and making it the title for a song. And what's ironic is this song might not even be about a relationship going wrong. The lyrics is, I'm afraid it's going to go wrong slowly by 1 degree. Him saying he's afraid that it's gonna go wrong implies that nothing has happened yet, and it's just his insecurity that is talking, which that's the title of this project. I took a break and refueled. My camera was dying. Next we have Eclipse. Okay, for the end, there's a lyric that Jackson says, I'm walking the trails of our memories, which I just think is so beautiful. Lyrics with these past 3 songs, GOT7, the songwriters, been in a bag. That it was me who pushed myself, who was standing on the ledge. Another lyric that once again ties back to the concept and core of this album, which is insecurity. My favorite songs are Time Out and Page. This is a great project. 4 out of 5. Okay, Love Loop. This is literally the only other time I'm going to talk about their Japanese comebacks because I really liked this one. Bro, Karma has a harmonica in it. So different for a Japanese comeback from a K-pop group. Even the songs that weren't particularly for me from this comeback, like Superman and Summer Vibes, were still a fun listening experience. Like, if they come on shuffle, I'm not going to skip them. Call My Name. Okay, I think it's because I've known the title track. I've listened to the title track for this comeback. Like, I've had this song for a minute now and I love it so much, but I have been really looking forward to listening to this project. Pray, lyrics, 10 out of 10. Once again, lyrics where a man is worshiping the ground that a woman walks on. for me. You're more meaningful than my existence. Affirmation. So that I know who you am, so that I know who I am, call my name. I'll pray to you. Even on your days I want to seep through it silently. Affirmation. JB's low register when he sings, I feel like we don't get his low register a lot, so when it comes out it sounds beautiful. I feel like we only hear his low register when he's rapping, but to hear it when he's singing is really nice. Mark and JB harmonizing together. There's so many times in the song where I was like, whoa, we're trying different shit. Once again, unfortunately in K-pop, whatever position you are in, you are stuck in, and unless if you have creative control or the label and company you work with is nice, if you're a rapper, you're only gonna rap, even if you can sing and want to do other things like singing. Jackson's songwriting has improved so much. Crash and Burn was definitely the most different sounding song on this album. It had more like a slower tempo, and I really liked the piano from it. GOT7 by GOT7. This was their last project under JYP. So for Truth, I really like the slower tempo. These types of songs suit them really, really well. And also we're getting a different point of view. Usually when, you know, we're singing love songs, the guy is usually like begging for forgiveness. Like Taeyang, yo, I just watched that music video with my friend. Holy shit. The face on the billboard is crazy. But we're getting a different point of view where it's like the partner they're singing about is the one that trifling a little bit. Drive Me to the Moon. Jackson hitting the high notes. You hear that? Jackson and Mark singing and harmonizing together. Kumbaya. Not Bumbaya, but Kumbaya. So na 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 na. Na 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 and la 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 la. Finna be in every K-pop song. You know, I'm just so happy that I don't have to beg JYP to let the rapper sing because they're not under JYP anymore. And Jackson singing the chorus, like, I love this. And it's interesting because I feel like, and listen, if you're a GOT7 stan, please let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like the line distribution was pretty good. Like, I feel like they didn't really have any outstanding problems. So this was interesting. Don't Leave Me Alone was the last song, and a great song not only to finish off an album, but to finish this era of GOT7 in JYP. It's crazy that GOT7 is still underrated because they're a third gen group. Like, they've been active for a minute. Are we not in fifth gen? Oh my god, that's gross. No offense, but that is nasty. We're in fifth gen. Like, to me, GOT7 and NCT are kind of under the same category of being such iconic K-pop groups that everyone knows, and they're third gen. They've been here for a minute now, and they still don't get their flowers. It's not like they make bad music. They make very good songs. Songs that are on like top 100 most iconic K-pop songs you should know of all time. It's not like they're Nugu. It's not like they're not successful. So I just don't understand why they're not getting appreciated and getting their flowers. So hopefully this comeback really pushes GOT7 into getting the flowers and respect and credits that they deserve. JYP losing GOT7 was like actually such an insane loss. And once again, I said this in the beginning of the video, but someone who isn't a GOT7 stan, who doesn't really know their lore that well, knows that I feel like it's common knowledge that one of the reasons why they left was due to creative control and lack of it. JB would be making and producing a bunch of songs for GOT7, and JYP would just like shoot them down. Which, okay, listen. Sometimes stuff is not good. Sometimes we hire people that have been doing music production for 27 years and we use them. Yes. Period. Next sentence. There had to be at least one song that was good. There had to be at least one song that could have done well. At least one. Just the one. Just the one. If you're a K-pop company and you want to be as successful as possible and have as many successful groups as possible, you want every single group signed to you like a monopoly. You want them to stay with you forever so you can have control over them. The way to keep them happy and to stay and not resent you is not by suppressing them and controlling them. It's about making them happy and keeping them happy and content enough to stay. If I'm a company and I'm a label and I know the amount of fuck shit that people that work under me have to go through just by being a K-pop idol, I'm gonna try and make their experience at my company as good as possible. But these labels, and this is not just exclusive to K-pop, this is honestly like almost every music label, does not actually give a fuck about the artistry side of making music, but they just want to control artists. Like, The music industry is not about making music. It's about control. And like the music industry has like the most predatory contracts ever, I would say. Probably the music industry. I don't know much about the modeling industry, but like the modeling industry, girl, they want to make music not for the artistry. They want to make music to control the artist and be the most popular and successful and make the most money. The government, the Korean government, doesn't see K-pop idols as workers. Because I was like, yo, TLDR, Subin from TXT went on a hiatus to take a break, and he was talking about how like he's like sleeping and it's like helping his skin. Like, wow. And I was like, wow, do K-pop idols not get vacation days? And my friend was like, well, they're not seen as workers, so why are they getting a vacation when they're not working? Oh my fucking God. Yeah, honestly, I feel like if JYP really wanted to keep them, he would have done everything in his power to sign them, like to make them resign. G-Idol and Cube are great examples because as someone who's not a G-Idol nader, I don't know what they're called. I know. I've seen the clips of Soyeon and other members, not even jokingly, literally be like, our contract ends in November. Like, and we all know how bad Cube can be at treating their idols. So I will say though, Cube was not like JYP, where JYP has a bunch of artists. But, you know, Cube was in a little more of a dire situation where if they lost G-Idol, like, I don't know what other groups they have signed, no disrespect to them, but no Cube artist and group is as popular as G-Idol. So they kind of would have been fucked. So when they did re-sign a Cube, everybody was like, whoa. And I was like, okay, I guess Cube got their shit together. Like, if you want to keep an idol, you will do everything you can in their power to keep them and keep them negotiations good. Speaking of Stray Kids re-signed with JYP. What does Stray Kids have the most of that all other groups in JYP don't have? Creative control. So much of it. I'm outsider looking in, but like, hello, this is obvious. You obviously did not give Stray Kids a reason to leave, so they're not going to leave. And if Stray Kids has creative control, you don't have to give other groups as much creative control as Stray Kids, but give them a little more. They're going to want to stay because you're letting them own their own artistry. GOT7 is a solid group with such an amazing discography. There is so much different shit that they do, but still they have their own identity. And if you go to GOT7, you know what you're gonna get, which is really satisfying. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do, specifically the creative control that they're gonna have over their music and comeback photo shoots, everything, because there are so many different trends of music that have happened since they stopped coming out with music. Like, are we gonna get Afro beats? Are we gonna get drill? Or will they just do whatever the fuck they want? I guess we'll find out on January 20th. I make all different types of K-pop content. I do commentaries talking about the K-pop industry and toxic fans. I have a podcast called The State of K-pop where I literally talk about the state of K-pop and what's going on. This is going to be a series, by the way, where I'm going to be going through idols' discography. BTS is next, so stay tuned for that one. I post K-pop covers of me rapping and dancing. I literally post everything. So yeah, and Jackson, if you're watching this, please message me.